Hey friends, Stefania Weiss here, Fit Mama 2, wife, nurse, general hot mess, mompreneur, kind of all the above. Want to share with you my favorite recipe that is great for the fall, winter. It's great for taking to potlucks. If you're just tired, don't have a lot of time to do something, this literally takes like 10 minutes to put together. So I'm actually going to prepare this right here with you guys so you can see how quick it takes. I haven't prepped anything, I haven't cut anything, I'm going to do all that right now. So I'm just going to walk you through a little bit kind of what ingredients that you're going to need, and I'll do a list with this too. But I'm going to use 2 cans of beans, so whatever beans you want. I happen to have black beans and white beans in my cabinet, so that's what I'm going to use. A can of corn. I'm going to use a can of diced tomatoes. If you want to make this a little bit like healthier, and you can always get organic, I always try and get low sodium. You can go with organic. It just depends on kind of what I have, and this is what I had in my cabinet. I'm going to use about half a packet of some type of taco seasoning mix, and I'm going to use something that's going to be low sodium. You can also use your own spices to do this if you have stuff that you like, but this is just kind of a quick and easy thing. I'm going to use 1 bell pepper, any color. I happen to have orange in my fridge, so that's what I'm using. 1 onion. I tend to like sweet. I think this is a sweet onion. And then I'm going to use 3 chicken breasts to top it. And lastly, you'll need some chicken broth. Again, chicken broth, I do a low sodium. You could also do like a vegetable broth too. So, all right, so let's go. Here's what we're going to do. First thing is you're going to go ahead and cut up your onion. I like to dice it into pretty small pieces just because it cooks a little bit better, and also because it's just kind of what my family likes. I can usually hide them from my daughter. If I get them cut up small enough, she won't even really realize that they're there. So I'll cut it in half, slice it, and then cut it the other direction so that I get nice small pieces here. I'm just going to use 1 whole onion. And this onion says it's sweet, but man, these sweet onions have been making me cry lately. I don't know about you guys. There is a trick though. You can take a lemon and put it on your hands and it helps, okay? So I'm going to throw that in there. So I've got half my onion cut. I'm going to cut the other half here right now. Whew, my eyes. I do not have any lemon on my hands right now, and I'm sure wishing that I did. But it's all right. You guys get to see how this really works here. So I'm going to cut up the other half of my onion here, and then get this away from me so that I will stop crying. Oh my goodness, I'm actually crying. Okay, so I like to do this for potlucks at my work because it's really easy. Everybody loves it, and it doesn't take a whole lot of time to do. Okay, so that's my onion. Get the rest of the onion out of there. Ooh, and wipe my eye. Then I'm going to cut up my bell pepper. Wash off, of course. And I'll get my bell peppers. I like to usually, if I can, get them from like a local farmer's market. In the wintertime, it's a little bit harder. The farmer's markets don't have as much stuff in them, unfortunately. So it makes it a little bit more difficult. And I am totally crying from that onion. So after I cut up this bell pepper, I'm going to wash my hands. I'm getting, whew. All right, so I got half my bell pepper in there. And again, you can really use any color that you want. I just happen to have orange on me, so that's what I'm going to use right now. Okay, you can take out the seeds, devein it. Whew. All right, I'm going to wash my hands, get the onion off. All right, I think the tears are gone now. Okay, so then you're gonna go ahead and open up your can of tomatoes. You're not gonna drain this, you're gonna use all the juice that is in it. It's gonna help with some of the moisture. If I could get my can opener to work here. So I like to get some diced tomatoes. Anything that already has a seasoning in it too is nice. This has basil, oregano, and garlic. And there's no salt added into it, so that's always really nice too. So I'm gonna go ahead and just dump this whole thing into my crock pot here. Okay, and I've got a pretty good sized crock pot. And then I'm going to open up my beans, and I'm gonna rinse both of those cans of beans before I put them in the crock pot. Oh, I have my little man waking up back there. So again, you can use anything. You can use kidney beans, garbanzo beans, black beans, white beans, navy beans, really anything that you have. This is just what I had in my cabinet. So I'm gonna go ahead and use these two here. We'll see if I can get this done before my kiddo starts freaking out over there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and rinse both cans of beans real quick. Just stick them into a strainer. If you're using black beans, you just want to kind of rinse them until it runs clear. I'm just going to dump all that right into here into my crock pot. And then I'm going to go ahead and open up my can of corn. I'm going to drain my corn, but I'm not going to rinse my corn. My hands dried off here. So I don't always put corn into it, but it kind of makes it nice. It adds a little bit extra to it. You can also always just use like a corn on the cob or something. So I'm just going to drain this here. Whew. Dump that into my crock pot. And then I'm going to use 1 cup of the chicken broth here. So let's find my cup. Right. It's always when you want something, that's the one thing that you can't find, right? So we'll do 1 cup, and you can actually only do anywhere from like 1 to 2 cups. It just depends on how much you're trying to cover. So you want to pretty much cover the whole mixture, and then you're going to push the chicken breast down into it. So we'll start with 1 cup, see how 1 cup works. Maybe I'll add some more into it. But I'm going to do the 1 cup here, and actually probably need another half a cup. So I'll use 1.5 cups. Again, 1 to 2, and you can always add a little bit of water also. Okay, then I'm going to take my packet of taco seasoning here, and I'm going to go ahead and put that into my crock pot mixture here. Okay, so literally everything is just kind of right on top of it here. Okay, so it's all like that. And then you're just gonna go ahead and mix all of that up. Okay, get it nice and mixed together. I'm gonna add a little bit more of the taco seasoning in here. If you wanted to kind of make your own seasoning, some spices I would suggest would be salt, pepper, cumin. I like to use either Himalayan sea salt or some type of sea salt like that. But I'll do cumin, maybe some cayenne pepper, coriander even. I'll throw in sometimes. I really just become I just use whatever spices I have. So, okay, so now my mixture it's all mixed up here. Okay. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to layer it with 3 chicken breasts, and there's really no rhyme or reason to the fact I'm using 3. It's just that I think it's going to cook pretty well for me. So I'm going to put my chicken breast right on top here. Okay. Get my 3rd one out here. Okay, and I'm just going to press them down into that mixture. They're going to lay right on top, but I'm just going to push them down so that they're being covered by some of that juice in that mixture here. Wash my hands, of course, after touching that raw chicken. All right, so I'll show you kind of how that looks right now. So I just have the chicken breast sitting there on top of that mixture. I'm gonna cover it up, put it on low for 4 to 6 hours. Just depending on, I'll check it at 4 hours, see how it looks. And then when it's done, I'm gonna take those chicken breasts, I'm actually gonna take them out, I'm gonna shred them, and then I'm gonna put them So I'm gonna do like 4.5 hours. So I'm gonna shred those chicken breasts. I'm gonna put them back and let them sit for about 10 minutes so that it can really soak up. Scoop it out, put it in a bowl, top it with some avocado, cheese, sour cream or Greek yogurt. I like to use Greek yogurt. Maybe some chips if you want, and boom, you got a meal. So if you guys try it out, you like it, tag me, share the recipe. I'll put the recipe in the comments below here, and later today when it's done, I'll be sure to share it with you guys. So hope you have a great day. Bye.